Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video real quick because I'm doing a little experiment here. Let me give you a little, if you don't mind, just let me spend about 2 minutes telling you a story. So I moved into this house in 2016. I got hired on a new job. I rented the house. It was brand new. I was the first one. They hadn't even finished it when I moved in. They hydro-seeded the backyard, and the front was sodded Bermuda. I'm in Northwest Arkansas, by the way. So right now it's about 80 degrees maybe on April 4th, April 5th. I don't know what day it is. So it's basically 3 years later, 2.5 years later. And when I moved in, I told the landlord that I would be perfectly willing to go above and beyond just mowing the grass if she would deduct any costs for weed control and fertilizer and things like that from my rent. I mean, $100 a year is basically what we were talking. Of course, like any greedy landlord, she said no. And sorry, my neighbor is mowing right next to me. You know how it is when you get out and start working on your yard. Everybody else does too. So, anyways, she did not take me up on my offer for keeping the yard up. So I hired a guy, $40 a week, to come in and mow an edge. And I said, screw it, it's your house. Well, now, 3 years later, I've offered to buy this house so I don't have to move because I'm a mile away from work. And she says, no, we're not interested in selling. This lady, guys, some people you just don't get along with, and she's one of them. You know, when I first moved in here, she said, we'll talk about selling it, no problem. They've got 4 houses just like this in my neighborhood for sale, but they won't sell me mine. So I'm gonna take the high road. Not only can my kids not even play in this yard right now because there's so many weeds. I mean, it's just horrible. But I'm gonna take the high road and I'm gonna make this house nicer than it was when I moved in here. Hopefully the next guy that's stuck here, if he buys it, doesn't get stuck with it. So I figured I'd do a little bit of an experiment. So Tuesday, today's Saturday, on Tuesday, I push mowed everything. I'm not gonna hire a guy this year, I'm gonna do it myself. Push mowed, didn't edge anything. And then 2 days after that, I put down a atrazine southern weed and feed. It was a 2903 weed and feed product with atrazine, 3% atrazine, I think. Maybe that's high, don't quote me on that. So that was on Thursday, and then on Friday morning it rained. Well, you can see the atrazine. This yard is just full of every kind of weed and grass. I believe they hydro-seeded Bermuda, but it's just full of everything you can imagine. Dandelions, white clover, yellow clover, purple clover, all kinds of fescues. I mean, you name it, it's in this yard. This is the worst yard I've ever had in my life, including when I was a child growing up. So the experiment today, look at all those dandelions. It's just ridiculous. This is a 0.3 acre lot. I believe it's a little mislabeled, and I believe it's actually a little bit bigger than it says it is. But it's figure a quarter acre is 10,000 feet roughly. This is 0.3 acres, maybe a little on the big side, not counting the house. House is 1,300, 1,400 square feet, plus your driveway, patio. It's right at 10,000 feet. I don't know exactly, it may be 9, it may be 11, but it's right around 10,000 square feet. What we've got is this stuff. I went shopping today to find what I wanted, and the Bayer Advanced Weed Be Gone, or whatever it is, their weed killer, that you hook to a water hose. It did not have sulfentrazone in it for nutsedge. I don't know if there's any nutsedge out here. I don't know what nutsedge looks like, to be honest, but it didn't have it in it. This stuff did. Sorry, I'm losing my phone here. It had exactly the same thing that the Bayer had in it, with a little bit different percentages, but it also had the nutsedge addition, and it kills crabgrass. And the active ingredient percentage was a little bit higher on this than some of the other ones. So there's actually, call it 6.2% active ingredients, where some of the others were either right at 6 or less, way less than 6. Not only that, but this stuff was on sale for $5 a bottle. So I bought 4 bottles, and I'm gonna go back and get some more. I just grabbed what I could. So $5 a bottle. It covers 5,000 square feet. I need 2 bottles. I can do an entire treatment for $10. You need, if you read the label on this stuff, it says it kills 470 plus weed types. I don't know if it kills any grasses. I'm sure it probably does kill a few. I'll have to look at the label. But it does say that you need to do another treatment 14 days later. On top of that, it says that you really need to wait 24 hours before you get any water. Well, probably not going to be 24 hours. I think it's supposed to rain about 7 tonight. That's 5 or 6 hours from now. But it also says visible results in 5 hours. So I figure it's going to take some of it up, even if it rains. This shit, $5 a bottle. I'll go back and get 3 more treatments. I don't care. So basically what we're going to do is see if this stuff works. We're going to see over the next 2 months. I am buying a house, so I've got basically 2 to 3 months to see what I can do here. Maybe a little bit longer depending on whether I actually build or buy. But we're going to see over the next 2 to 3 months what happens with this yard, with basically just the atrazine treatment, light fertilizer, and this Spectracide. And I will be treating it with the Spectracide again in, depending on how hard it rains tonight, I may treat it again next week. I may wait the whole 14 days. I can't let it get up over 90. It says not to put this stuff over 90, especially for Bermuda. So I'll probably go ahead and do it one more time in 7 days, and then maybe again 7 to 10, maybe 14 days after that, depending on what the temperature is. It's April 4th now, so it's going to be over 90 pretty soon. Maybe not, we'll see. So that's the goal, that's the plan. This is video 1. It's just, what better test bed can you find in a yard that has literally every single kind of weed? Let me get a little closer for you guys. I'm gonna just pan around. You guys can tell me what you see. Now you see some of the deadness. So you see the atrazine's already working. It did get some of it already. But I felt like it, I don't know, I've never used atrazine before. I don't know if you see immediate results or if it takes some time. But it is working. It didn't seem like it touched the clover at all. The clover out in the front yard, we can go out and look at that. Sorry about this lawnmower, guys. I'll get that guy. I didn't edge anything, and my winter guy he didn't come in the winter. So you can see it doesn't look like it touched that at all. A couple dandelions. Of course, I did cut this very short. Actually, on the Thursday before I put the atrazine out, I did cut the front yard, so that may have hurt it a little. I didn't go too heavy on this hill because I didn't want it all to run off, so I'd rather spray this than put granules out. But yeah, you can see it doesn't look like it's, maybe a little bit of results on it, but not much. You can see the granules in there. I think you can see them. But overall, not a real confident in the atrazine working as well as that Spectracide does. So that's the plan, guys. I will make another video in, say, a week after I mow it. Maybe next time I mow. I'm gonna mow it Tuesday or Wednesday, and depending on rain, I'll update you guys. These are 4K videos, so I only have exactly 10 minutes on my phone. It cuts me off. I've got a few seconds left. Feel free to give me your suggestions and comments. I really shouldn't be spending this money on somebody else's house, but I feel like I just take the high road. It's only a little bit of money, and you know how it is. Anyways, hey, guys, have a good day. See you in a week.